Now, Republicans in Congress have just recently missed a deadline to reauthorize a very important health program sponsored by the federal government. Now, it gets a lot of its funding from the federal government. Now, this is, of course, the Children's Health Insurance Program. It's also known as CHIP. Now, that relies, of course, on federal funding. Now, last week, Congress had the chance to reauthorize funding for this bill, and yet they decided, you know what, we're not going to. Now, they still have time, to be fair, because federal funding ends at the end of the month. So, hey, man, you guys got a month. Now, what does CHIP do? Well, basically what it does is that it allows low-income families to get help for their health insurance for their children. Now, it's kind of funny that neither the House nor the Senate decided to take up a vote to reauthorize the program. I thought these people were very incredibly pro-life and cared so much about the little children, the little babies. Apparently they do not. The Hill reported that Congress was on track to miss the deadline earlier this week, and though the Senate passed a bipartisan 5-year bill to reauthorize the program, a vote was not scheduled. So they had it, it was ready, and they're like, we're not going to schedule a vote. Really? Now, who in the Senate schedules the votes? Oh, that's Mitch McConnell. Now, you wouldn't actually want to have Mitch McConnell have to work. Now, do you? Even if it means children might not go without or might not go with health insurance. Now, to be fair, some states will not run out immediately, but others will get very close. At least 3 states in Washington, D.C. are expected to run out of money by December. And a majority of states will run out by March, according to a July report from the Medicaid and CHIP Payment and Access Commission. Now, another study by the Kaiser Family Foundation found that 10 states would actually run out of money by the end of the year. So at the earliest, December. Now, the question I have is, okay, well, now that we know that it's upcoming, are we going to do something about it? Are you going to take it up? Are you going to put it out for a vote? It should be a very, very easy vote, by the way. I mean, look, it's insurance for low-income children. Who wouldn't vote for it? It should be a slam dunk. It should be. This should be one of the easiest votes to do. Get it done. And then tell your constituents that, hey, man, you guys don't have to worry about your children losing their health insurance or their help that you can afford their health insurance with. Okay? Look, maybe I'm reading a little bit too much into this. Maybe this is just like, oh, no, we'll take it up next week. But look, man, if you can't pass this immediately, what can you pass? Or what are you doing with your time? I mean, look, again, maybe they were just too busy trying to kick 23 million people off their health insurance with the Graham-Cassidy bill. I don't know. But just get it done. Get it done. It's not that hard. It's not even controversial. In fact, it's actually super fucking popular. According to a recent poll conducted by the Kaiser Family Foundation, 40% of Americans say it's very, very important to reauthorize CHIP. 36% said it's extremely important. And an even smaller group of people said it was somewhat important. There were very, very few people that said, no, not important at all. So that's over 3/4 of the American people saying, yes, it's important. Let's reauthorize the program. Let's not have the little children go without health insurance. You know what's funny is that same poll looked at people who thought it was very important to repeal the Affordable Care Act. Turns out making sure that low-income people have help affording insurance for their kids actually ranks as much more important than repealing Obamacare. Wow. Turns out people like it when the government does things to help, as opposed to taking things away. Who knew? Yet, of course, Republicans decided, no, we're going to go all in Graham-Cassidy to try to repeal Obamacare. Like, this is a party, if it's not obvious enough, this is a party that doesn't give a shit about what the majority of American people want. They just don't care. And so incredibly obvious when you look at what they do. Not what they say, but what they actually do and what they do and don't vote for. If you think the GOP gives a shit about you or your kids, think again. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent progressive media, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/TYTNation.